Hi, it's Kelsey from Junk Journal Magic, and today is Throwback Thursday. I decided, looking at this magazine last time, to make an altered shape book. And this one, they just left with the spine as is. I think I'm going to change the spine. I'll show you what I mean. This one it's either exactly like the one I sanded. And whoo, my husband gave me the DeWalt sander. I went with that thing and vroom, vroom, vroom. It was like snow all over the workbench. And all I heard was awful things when he came back. I'm like, well, you gave me the sander. You knew what it was going to do. So anyway, he went and got the vacuum and vacuumed it all up. Fine, fine. I tried to clean it up, but he told me to go away. Anyway, this is the book, and I believe there are 7 board pages here. So I sanded as fast as I could to get out of there, because I knew I just needed to rough it up. I want to glue some paper on here, and I will show you the paper as soon as I get it printed. I thought if I sand enough of it down and whatever I glue on top, it should be enough to cover it. I don't want it kind of bulging like a gator mouth. And in that picture, let's see, did they show it closed? No, but they do have some chunky things on each page. And I just think I'd rather deal with that before it happens. See, there's a lumpy, bumpy heart. That cannot be good. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go print out what I'm going to use to cover each page. I think I'm going to cut each of these and make a separate board, which would be easier for covering, gluing the paper on, because you just glue it on, then go around and trim it without having to be super fussy before you glue it on. And then I can use this and my Zutter cutter. Well, this is just the Zutter whatever, bind it all. So, okay, let me go get that stuff printed, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So, okay, I managed to get the printer to work after 2 hours. 2 hours. And my husband's standing there helping me, not happily helping me, but yes, I ended up with mini papers from a set from Creating by Jovi. And the link to this package, this digital kit, will be in the description box below. I went ahead and printed out the pages that I wanted to use in this book. Let me show you what is part of the kit now. My husband was standing there and he was complaining about printing a million things with all this ink. And I'm like, I do this all the time. So he went and printed it this way. This is the portrait way. And it actually is fine, because the front cover is one and the back cover is one side instead of the 2-hand spread. So I only really needed one for the front. And that looks just the right size. So this will be perfect just for the front and one for the back. So this is another one. I love the stars. They're so sparkly. And then this piece is the same as the smaller one, because I'm like, oh, I really want that inside the book too. So, okay, I'm going to have 2 of those. And this one, ooh, isn't that beautiful? I love it. This will make really awesome 2-page spreads. And I love that. There's some constellations up here too. Love it. And oh, look at, this is my favorite part. The swirls around the moon. I love this one. That'll make a really cool 2-page spread, and so will this one. So, I'm excited. There were some pages that had more pink tones, and I kept thinking, nebula, and here's like a nebula, and there's lots of pink and purple in there. So, I didn't print the whole set out. The link will be below where you can go see. She did have a bunch of little, why am I thinking? It's not cuttables. The little cut-aparts. Let me tell you, Ever since I've had meningitis, remembering words is just ridiculously hard. So yeah, I used this paper. I thought I had a packet. I bought both of these, this paper and the one I thought I was using at the thrift store for like 99 cents. And there was a ton of this one. But I wanted to be able to get some really good color on here because this is intense. And when you go look at it, I think it's even more intense before you print it. My husband goes, use photo paper. I'm like, if I use photo paper, it's going to have this weird kind of glossy finish to one side and it's thick. You know, that's what this quality paper is made for, is printing colored images on it. So I like this. I like this the way it is. But anyway, I use this Hewlett-Packard premium inkjet paper, and it's actually 51634Y if you care. Trust me, anything that's like premium will be just fine.